Hours after the Iranian missile strikes, Britain said all its 400 service personnel in Iraq were accounted for. The military has put several helicopters on standby. The Iranian attack was retaliation for the US targeted killing of Iran's top general, Qasem Soleimani, in a drone strike Friday. Speaking Tuesday before the Iranian missile strike, Britain's Defense Secretary said the US had the right to defend itself.
Iran had stepped up its destabilizing activities in the region. Whether it was targeting dissidents in Europe or hijacking civilian ships, this aggressive behavior was never going to go unchallenged.
As hundreds of thousands mourned Soleimani's death in Iran in recent days, Britain, France and Germany issued a joint statement calling on all parties to exercise utmost restraint. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is facing his first big foreign policy test.
Trying to be a bit of a bridge between the United States policy of confrontation and trying to keep the European three, France, Germany and ourselves, on side with a continued policy of engagement. That's quite a difficult act to balance.
Europe hopes the 2015 Iran nuclear deal can be saved, despite Tehran's announcement it will now disregard all restrictions on its nuclear enrichment activities.
In my view, I don't think the deal is dead until there's an escalation that leads to war.
NATO has suspended its training mission in Iraq, part of the Western coalition to defeat the Islamic State group.
A new conflict would be in no one's interest.
Russia and China both condemned the killing of Soleimani. Russia's President Putin met in Damascus Tuesday with his Syrian counterpart, who is a key ally of Iran. In the Middle East, anti-US protests have spread from Iran and Iraq to Turkey, the Palestinian territories and Lebanon. Protests also broke out in Pakistan and India. Meanwhile, Iran's longtime foe, Israel, praised what it called the decisive and swift US action. Most US allies are hoping the Iranian response will draw a line under the standoff between Washington and Tehran, and a new war in the Middle East can be avoided. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.